Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Slowing Down with the Scriptures. I'm Chris Matley. Thanks for joining me. It's Friday, August 21st. Fires rage all across Santa Cruz County. Over 25,000 people have been displaced. As of last night, there was zero containment on those fires. Friends and family members and community are being affected right now. Often in times like this, the question arises, where is God? Why doesn't he do something about this? This is a fair question and one we need to grapple with as Jesus followers. You know, his first followers grappled with this same question. One of them, the Apostle John, wrote a gospel. We call it the Gospel of John, of course. He wrote it when he was very old. All of his other friends, those first followers of Jesus, were dead, murdered, often far from home and in chains, for sharing the good news about Jesus. Other gospel accounts had been written at that point, yet John seemed to have something left to say about this person of Jesus. We're going to read from a conversation between Jesus and his friends in John chapter 16. Now, this is a conversation that they were having about things to come. It was a topic that came up a lot. They were people just like us. They wanted to know what's going to happen, what's going to happen next. Of course, the difference between them and us is they were wandering around the countryside with a person that seemed to have deep insights into the future. So, of course, they asked him about it kind of a lot. Often his answers would frustrate their questions, but here, in a moment of genuine clarity, Jesus answers them directly. This is verse 31. He says, "Do you now believe? A time is coming, and in fact has come, when you will be scattered, each to your own home. You will leave me alone. Yet I am not alone, for my Father is with me. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." So he prefaces this interesting promise by predicting his terrible experience at the cross. "You will leave me alone," he says. I think that it's important for us to know, as friends of Jesus, that there's no depth of human sorrow that Jesus has not already experienced himself. If you feel scared and alone right now, know that he has already been there first and paved a way for you. He tells us why he's telling us about this. He says, it's so that you may have peace. Now, why would it give us peace to know that someone else had experienced sorrow? Well, think about one of the most basic forms of human connection is when someone tells you a sad story, you tell them an equally sad story in reply, right? We share our sorrows with each other. Except that unlike just basic human connection, we're connecting with an eternal creator God. And as a component of that connection, we receive his peace, so that you may have peace, he said. Then he makes this promise, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart. Take heart means to get your hopes up, right? I have overcome the world, he said. This universe was designed with an allowance for trouble. That's the reality. Trouble is a possibility, even a probability, but it's a temporary condition. Jesus has overcome it. He will one day make all things new. That's you and I and this whole world. The reality is, when we survey the broad scope of human history, when God intervenes in time of crisis, and he does intervene, he does so through the hands of his people. God followers following the leading of God and demonstrating compassion and courage in the face of trouble. So perhaps the question, what is God doing about this, is the wrong one. Perhaps the right question is, what are we doing about this? Will we step up and be the miracle that our community needs? When someone asks the question, where is God in all of this? Will someone else point to the behavior and actions of Christians and say, there, he's right there. Let's embrace his peace today so that we can become empowered to look beyond our own circumstances and be the help that our community so desperately needs. Remember that you are not alone. If you are in a place where you need help, please reach out to Santa Cruz Hope. We have food and shelter available, so please reach out. Help someone today. We love you. We'll see you next time. Thanks very much.